Hi everyone, I'm David Reeder, and we are off deck. If you were following the U.S. Summer Nationals this summer on the first day, you might have finished by saying, who is Zach Apple? Zach was the surprise top seed in the 100 free going into finals at Nationals, and he finished fourth to book his spot on his first World Championship team. And then in Budapest, a part of the U.S. 400 free relay team in prelims, and for that, he won a gold medal. Zach is now back at Auburn University for his junior year, and he's actually on deck today, and he joins us on the show. Zach, how's it going today?
It's going really good.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
No problem.
So before Nationals, your best time in the 100 free was 49.4. Then you dropped more than a second in your first race and surprised a lot of people. Did you surprise yourself?
I mean, it was a little bit of a surprise, but leaving trials in 2016 and sitting on deck or sitting in the stands and watching the Olympic team get named on deck was I felt like a bit of a disappointment. Not that anyone was expecting me to make a team or anything, but that just kind of like stuck with me for the 2016-17 season. And then going into the summer, I had my sights set on maybe making World University games. And after I had a first meet, and I think I was 49.8 in season or something, and I was like, well, if I can go that, then I could probably be about a second and a half faster going into Nationals. So I was really trying to hit like between 48.2 and 48.3. And I was training for the back end speed, like 25 low, and having front end speed is usually not a problem. So yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a surprise, but it wasn't anything I didn't plan to do.
Seeing yourself as the top seed and going through that, having your nap, going through that day, knowing, hey, I'm the top seed at Nationals. A lot of people who had never heard of me just heard of me.
Yeah.
What did that feel like, knowing that you're now the guy and who people are watching when you'd never really been before?
Yeah, that was fun. It was definitely nerve-wracking, but I was kind of took the excitement and tried to ride it through finals. Having all the articles come out in between prelims and finals, like who is Zach Apple, or like an apple a day keeps competition away, or whatever. Like
I think that might have been me.
Yeah, I think it might have been. That was fun to see and everything. And but going into finals, definitely a little more nervous than usual. Just never being in a national final before and going straight from no finals ever to a top seed is a bit of a jump. But I mean, I think it was good experience to have that and to be able to take that through the summer and use that going forward.
Yeah. What did it feel like to make the World Championships, to be on that podium at Nationals and getting a medal, knowing that you had booked your ticket?
Yeah, that was exactly what I went to Nationals to do. Just having that on the first day, kind of come out in the morning and go 48.1, and kind of going into finals, knowing that I would like to be top four, but knowing that I went 48.1 already, and that kind of going into finals with a bit of a relief and trying to have fun with that, and then finishing fourth and standing on the podium was kind of surreal almost. Knowing that I had booked a ticket to Budapest, and I don't know, it was just like kind of a culmination of a lot of hard work and dedication over the summer and past years kind of just paid off.
Yeah. What did you learn about yourself, your swimming career, from being a part of that world's team? Obviously, you got to spend a few weeks in Europe with the best swimmers in the world, and also you won a gold medal. A pretty cool experience, I would think.
Very much. I think I kind of learned that I shouldn't try and limit anything that I can do. I think that kind of going into the summer, actually more, especially coming into Nationals, I was kind of like looking around the country, seeing guys swimming fast, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to kind of pull this out or anything. And after this whole experience, I just feel like I can compete with the best in the world. Finishing the summer ninth in the world in the 100 free and having the gold medal sitting on the desk is definitely something that is a bit of a confidence boost, and something that I kind of take to push me and know that I shouldn't set limits on anything I can do.
Right. Where did that? I mean, you were confident before Nationals. Where does that come from? The knowing, aside from your in-season swims, which had been good, knowing that you can do something and make a breakthrough onto that next level. Where did that come from?
I think kind of after my NCAA season, it wasn't like anything that was, obviously you guys didn't see from my 142.4 100 free at NCAAs that I was going to go 48.1, but going 18.9 and breaking the Auburn school record in the 200, kind of just gave me some confidence in having like the realization that I'm the fastest Auburn sprinter to come through and from America to ever come through, and knowing who had come before me and what they had done, and seeing where I sat on that list just kind of helped me this summer.
Yeah. I guess it was something you thought about before you came to Auburn, and obviously now that you're there, you're a big part of what that team is doing. But like you mentioned, there's a legacy of sprinting at Auburn. Your coach, Brett Hawk, was a part of that. Obviously, guys like Cesar Cielo and Fred Bousquet, Marcelo Tiragini, a lot of guys who have been at Auburn and been really, really good sprinters.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it more pressure to follow that, or is it something that helps you as a swimmer to know, hey, they've done it here, I'm going to do it here?
I think it's more of a confidence boost, knowing that Brett's coached the only two guys to ever go under 21, Freddie and Caesar, and knowing that he's been there before and he's taking people to that level. And I think it's definitely more of a confidence boost. And having guys like Marcelo being on deck still and training here, it's just kind of a nice feeling to be able to train with them and know that I can keep up with them, and that, knowing that Brett has that experience coaching those guys.
So Brett's obviously coached a lot of elite swimmers. You got Sergio Lopez, who's also there, coached a lot of really good swimmers.
Yeah.
What have those guys, or either of those guys, taught you about the process of becoming an elite swimmer, of treating yourself like an elite swimmer as opposed to just another college swimmer?
Yeah. I think that something that they both do very well is training the mental side of the sport. Just kind of getting everyone to buy in and believe in themselves prior to them even getting in the pool or even like trying to do a set or anything. Just knowing that we are the Ferraris of the human race, and that we can really accomplish anything we set our minds to, is something that they really instill in us quite a bit before we even step foot in the pool or splash or whatever.
Do you think that's something that sort of that you've embraced more, the mental side of things, recently over the past year?
Yeah, maybe not the past year, but definitely since I've gotten to Auburn.
Okay.
And it's just kind of been a culmination of that in the past year, really. But just coming into college, I wasn't anything great. I committed to Western Kentucky, and that fell through prior to me going there, and I ended up here, thankfully. But coming out of high school, I wasn't anything crazy good or anything, but having them preach that to me day in and day out, that we can do whatever we want to do, was really helpful the past kind of 2.5 years or whatever.
So what does it feel like going into a college season, where you are much more accomplished than you were this time last year? People will be expecting you, especially at the SEC level. Obviously there's still Caleb Dressel, but Michael Chadwick's gone, so there's a little bit more of an opening there in some of the sprint races. So what does that feel like going in with, I don't want to say a target on your back, but people know who you are now?
Yeah, that's fun. I was actually just talking to my mom about that after one of our dual mates. I was leaving, and I was like, man, I bet people probably know who I am when I race and stuff now. That's kind of weird. I don't feel like I'm at any state where people should know who I am and what I do is important to other people, because when I race, it's more of just like me in the lane, and I'm not really worried about whoever else is on the blocks. But going into SECs and stuff is going to be really, really fun with that, and having high expectations for myself is going to be fun to see how that plays out. But knowing that Caleb's there to push me in the SEC and NCAA, obviously, and having a couple other really good guys, it's going to be a fun little sparring match. Yeah.
What did you get from being around Caleb and guys like Nathan Adrian and other really good sprinters at Worlds?
It was a lot of reassurance in what I'm doing. I kind of talked to them about their training habits and what they've done, and seeing and kind of compared to what I've done in the past and how I've been treating my body and recovering and training, and a lot of it lined up, and a lot of us kind of train not the same way, but take care of ourselves the same way and everything. So that was nice to kind of hear. But yeah, just knowing that, spending time with them and kind of getting to know them is weird now, because a year ago, less than a year ago, I was those guys are the elite and I'm at the bottom. I'm trying to fight my way to the top, and being with them, just training with them, is a nice confidence boost.
Yeah. What are the goals you have circled for this college season?
I definitely want to be a final in 3 events, in the 3 individuals, 1500, 200 at NCs. I mean, I'd like to win an SEC title this year, and just really try and motivate the Auburn team, and just to kind of getting them to buy in and realize that I'm not anything special from this last summer. I didn't come before this last summer. Nobody thought I was gonna be anything, and kind of getting them to buy into that and have them realize that we can do some pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah. What do you think there is? What are your next goals as far as like improving your status in a bigger picture of making yourself, of taking another step in your swimming career? Do you think that's possible? Do you think there is still more?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely don't think I've gone the fastest I'm ever gonna go. Definitely not. I definitely like to get on that A free relay for the U.S. I was B final at nationals this year, which with like a 2-second drop. So definitely like to do that. I'd love to have an individual swim at an international competition, and so that's really like the next steps for me. I think.
Yeah, aiming big and very confident. We can tell. Zach, thanks for taking the time and coming on today. We appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
That's Zach Apple, junior at Auburn, joining us today on Off Deck, and he was again a gold medalist at the World Championships this summer. I'm David Reeder. We'll see you all next time on Off Deck. In the meantime, keep it tuned right here to swimmingworld.com. Have a great week.